Hey everyone, Franz here. Really quick just to let you know, if you hear any crackling or any weird stuff specifically when I talk, your headphones, your audio stuff, it's not broken. My audio stuff might be broken. So, sorry about that. We're going to look into it and it's going to be better next week. Final Fantasy 14 Endwalker. I haven't played it because I'm still on the expansion before that. But they made some changes and boy howdy, they fucking affected me hard.
Boy howdy, are they changes all right?
Okay, at the moment, I'm a level 78 summoner. I don't know shit about Final Fantasy whatsoever. But apparently everyone was like, oh, well, Summoner's really different in this one than the other one, or whatever. Because, apparently Summoner's supposed to be, some Pokemon trainer kind of shit, or whatever. And in this one, you're, a magic spell guy with a book, and a pet that just auto attacks for you. That's how it was.
Yeah.
And then they changed it for Endwalker to apparently be more consistent with the rest of the franchise. Not that I know.
Yeah, damn, they had the lore check Summoner.
Apparently this is this happens often where sometimes some classes they just have to completely redo their hotbars, but man, I did not expect that it would be this bad.
Jesus Christ.
I would there were 4 or 5 things on my hotbars that were grayed out. And it's oh, this is deprecated. God. And then I had one thing that I had 3 copies of it or something, and I was
oh my god.
Okay. So I just had to fucking start from scratch.
Jesus Christ. That's messed up.
But, I mean, hey, apparently now I'm a Pokemon trainer. Yay. Woo.
Hell
I'm kind of bored of it, but because I'm just leveling up Black Mage instead. Woo.
Woohoo. Leveling up Black Mage.
Fuck someone. No, the changes look pretty good. I'd have to get used to them. I don't want to bother getting used to them. It's this whole catch-22.
I feel that. This is applicable to when you play a fighting game that's still getting support. Because every patch, alright, look, if you're a good fighting game player, you pick your character, and then you also practice a character that's not the best, but you know that they're just you invest in the character that's underutilized, but with a couple of changes they're gonna be bonkers. And so that was I play Ramlethal and Strive, and she got the princess treatment. She got some changes that made her really still good. And then the second character I was looking at was Kai, and he is just every patch received so many changes, and it's wonderful.
See,
but that's what you got to do. You got to. Well, I in an MMO it might be harder.
True. It kind of is. Final Fantasy is definitely the best about it. Because, any character can be any class. You don't have to make different characters for different classes.
Okay.
And so,
that's
Final Fantasy's much better about it. But at the same time, if your shit's, nerfed to the ground, damn, oh, fuck me.
What happened?
I just remembered I have to redo my Scholar hotbars.
Oh, no.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, goodbye.
It didn't get changed immensely from what I understand, but it's also tied to summoner leveling, so I have a level 78 scholar as well, and I don't give a shit about it. It's just incidental that I have it, but I'm really scared to look at the hot bars.
Damn. Oh god. It's all happening. Well, while you're in Final Fantasy new patch hell, if you're a fan of fighting games, they announced at CEO 2021 that BlazBlue, Central Fiction, and Cross Tag Battle are getting rollback netcode next year, and they're having a beta test for Central Fiction as of the recording of this episode today, but it's coming out sometime early next year, and hell yeah. I have my arms up right now for the listeners at home in case they didn't know how hype I was. My arms are up, cheering. Yay.
Hoorah.
Yeah, hoorah.
Dude, like, it's great to see that kind of accessibility going into those games. Because, like, nowadays, games without it, they just fucking die. Yeah.
That, and it's cool that ArcSys is like, it shows that they're actually listening to the community and, like, you know, meeting us halfway, I guess, is the best way to put it. Because, like, it was already a surprise when they added rollback to Strive. Like, a good surprise. Because it was like, holy crap, they actually listened to us. Like, the threats of us literally not buying Strive if it didn't have this, like, actually worked. Cool.
Hell
like, we have some powers as the consumer. And then they were like, oh, like, somebody in some interview was like, is there any plans to retrofit, like, any older games? And they just kind of gave, like, oh, well, if, you know, tweet at us and we'll see, like, whatever. And I think at that point they already kind of knew, like, okay, the BlazBlue, like, the other big title that carries our company, and the other newest title we've released, BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, like, the Marvel-like assist-based fighter, like, we should probably, like, 2D games are easy to retrofit with rollback if you do it correctly.
Much more, yeah.
So they were probably like, well, maybe. And then, like, maybe we can do it. And then they saw Plus R and Strive doing gangbusters, and they were like, okay, this is going to make money.
Dude, I'm happy. It's cause for celebration. I don't play those games. I played Strive day one. Now that I'm back in the US, I might, like, hit y'all up and play with y'all a bit more, but, like...
Oh, hell yeah.
Buddy, fucking... fighting games need more support like this.
Hell yeah, you love to see it.
Oh, no, I know you don't work for Capcom anymore. I know you work for Delightworks, so you're actually tied to Fate now.
He's your problem now.
Dude... I don't play Fate anymore. I've washed my hands
You've
from
escaped?
it.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, my brainworms still very much love Fate, so I haven't escaped, but I changed my phone recently, and I made the conscious decision to not migrate my account, which, like, people who play gacha games, like, religiously, they'd be shitting and pissing their pants at me right now, like, that's a waste of loads of money. One, I never actually spent money in those games. Two, I'm not gonna fucking sell my account. Like, that's weird.
Yeah, selling accounts like that has always just been weird to me. I'm like, what? Yeah, that's strange. What are you doing?
Right, like, it's so much so that, like, Final Fantasy, like, you know how, like, people, like, buy WoW accounts and shit?
Yeah.
Like, Final Fantasy will straight up just be like, hey, like, pay us $15 per class, and you'll just have level 70 in all your classes.
Hell yes. See, that's what look, give me the option to fucking pay to win. You know?
Like, dude, people will know if you do that and have never played the game before, because they'll immediately see and they'll be like, oh, you don't know shit from fuck. Huh?
Oh, yeah, if I played Final Fantasy, I would do that, no shame, and I would get, people would be getting toxic at me in the frickin' thing.
It'd be good, though. It'd be fun.
Yeah, no, it would.
But we're not a Final Fantasy pot. Could you?
Yeah.
No. Hell no. Never.
Welcome to the Crystal Chronicles Fancast, the One Piece Fancast. The Final Fantasy Fancast.
My name is Franz.
What's our actual Paramecia Fancast, where we talk about One Piece, and I'm John.
I'm Franz.
Oh yes, we had a banger chapter this week.
Yeah, it was really good.
I told Franz this week, as of the recording of this episode, if you're listening to this any later than the day it was posted, as of the recording of this episode, I just came back from CEO 2021. It's a fighting game tournament in Orlando, and Sunday was finals day, and I didn't bring my tablet with me. And I was like, I'm just not going to read it on my phone. Like, I'm just going to chill out and watch the games. So then I drove back the following day. And as soon as I got home, I read the chapter. And I was like, oh, just at the title alone, Sanji versus Queen. I was like, oh my God, it's happening.
Dude, so much of this was like good. But at the same time, I'm sitting here like, shit, I kind of wish we were a My Hero podcast, because
My Hero,
this week's chapter was like some of like the most solid writing that Horikoshi has done for My Hero.
It's good. See,
that's
My
like
Hero,
really all that can be said.
All right. I'll say slight spoilers for My Hero, but it's not even like I'm not gonna spoil anything story wise. But I feel like story structure wise, like the placement of stuff is where he kind of drops the ball. But when it comes to like character development and like characterization, oh my, he's a legend. Like he does it so well.
Yeah, dude, like it real smooth, real smooth. Like, he treats readers right.
Yeah.
That he does.
That he do.
But no, we open up this chapter of One Piece 1034 with really, like, this is Galaxy Brain kind of request. Usopp winning prizes for the children at the festival shooting game by Ebi. And then, like, we got, like, a little bubble where, like, the bullseye first prize is 1 year's worth of juice. And Usopp does it, like, laying down, all smug, eating some dango. And his mask is the fucking blacksmith from Demon Slayer too.
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah, it is.
Dude, like what a nice little nod right there.
That's insane. But yeah, I love him just like chewing on something, back turned, like big Ben Beckman vibes, even though we haven't seen that much of Ben Beckman, just big ol' damn sharpshooter Ben Beckman vibes.
Pew pew. Dude, like, although there's like a couple of kids like crying for Usopp to do it, there's one kid who realized that he fucking did it with not even looking and just like
eyes bugging out. Yeah. Like right near the butt of the gun, there's a kid with like a bonk, like his. I am assuming the dad or someone like bonked his head.
Dude, so fucking good.
I love it. We start right into the chapter. Pleasure Hall, Left Brain Tower, Skull Dome, and we see the little like geisha girl. I think she's a geisha, right? Doesn't he call her?
Yeah.
She's like a
courtesan.
Whatever. Yeah. Whatever they're called. Wait, where does he say? Osome. I don't know. He calls her something later on. I think it's like she's basically a geisha.
But we find out her name though, Osome.
Yeah,
because like, someone yelling out like, "Osome, step away! You'll get hurt. Let's get out of here." They're trying to get the hell out of the castle.
Yeah, and she's like, "I still can't find Chuji. Don't worry, I'm sure he's fine. Focus on your own safety." And I do like we get a shot of the island. And the past couple of chapters, we've been getting shots of Onigashima from the sky. And you see the clouds growing bigger and bigger, like Momo's clouds. And he's like, if there's any way to escape, any way off this island, now's the time to make use of it, to escape Wano entirely. Very wise, very wise. Because I am a dragon just like him, I have grasped the knack of Kaido's flame clouds. And he's like pulling them. I might not be able to push the island back up, but as long as I can stop its fall, the worst can still be avoided. And dude, the determination of Momonosuke finally, like, hell yeah. Like, I won't let it fall on the flower capital.
Dude, it's good. Like, and you can see he's got a bit of a line. It seems we're working in black and white here, so it's a little hard to tell. But there's one line of clouds that runs at like a much steeper angle than the rest.
Yeah.
And like at the end, we see like a little squiggly noodle that's Momonosuke. And I think it's safe to assume that like that line is what he's been working on. He's really putting in work. Yeah.
Yeah. He's doing God's work right now. He's trying to stop the Age of Ultron from happening.
Dude, still pissing me a little off that it's literally just Age of Ultron.
Oh, get ready for the end of the chapter when Sanji picks up Mjolnir.
Fucking Chopper looks at Luffy.
Yeah.
Captain, I don't feel so good.
Oh no.
Dude,
Oh,
I was
God.
watching the second Tom Holland one, because it's Homecoming, Far From Home.
Far From Home. Yeah.
I was watching that one and I was like, why is everyone older? What's going on? And then I forget that, like, and they name it there, the blip took like 5 years from everyone or whatever.
Yeah. They were gone for 5 years, and then when they blipped them back, the people came back like the exact same way as they were blipped away. And like, it's actually I do like that, because like Endgame was sort of the end of the first saga, and like they kept that bit of world building like consistent in every show. Like, I know Falcon and Winter Soldier uses it as part of like the main plot. Like, the main plot kind of revolves around the fallout of the blip and like what happened over around the world. And I was like, damn, that's pretty cool.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that it was like, I don't give too much of a shit about Marvel, so Marvel,
yeah.
so I didn't pay attention to that, but like I might give it a peek if it's about that. Like, I can appreciate a certain degree of world building. I do not give a shit about Falcon or Winter Soldier.
Just watch it like we did, and every episode root for Bucky to have a relapse as the Winter Soldier. It makes the show 10 times more enjoyable.
Oh shit. You know, I just might do that. Yeah.
Oh god. I guess not speaking of relapse, because he doesn't have one. Sanji and Queen. But we go back to the performance floor, and everyone's like trying to escape the castle, and we see, I read this line like how the singer in Chala Head Chala, the Dragon Ball opening, did.
Sparking!
Yeah, sparking! Queen! And he like shoots laser beams out of his eyes, and I saw sparking and I said it and I laughed, and then I was like, wait a minute, isn't that? And of course, you go to the next page, and yup. And Ichiji's move, beams from his eyes, sparking Valkyrie. And then this little dino bastard says Henry. And I was like, that was the Henry what's-his-heck from Nichiji. Sure enough, he's just using all of their moves.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. If it weren't for Oda giving like a real quick like flashback, I would not have remembered in the slightest. Because when I saw Sparking Queen, my first idea was like, oh, you know, like the Queen song, fucking dynamite and laser beams. That's much as we can say without getting DMCA'd. And so I was like, okay, that's cool. And then I turned the page and I was like, okay, never mind. I still like what I was thinking though.
Yeah, I like mine better.
Oda, you're okay, but I think I'm a better writer.
Yes. Oh, yeah. In Oda's office, eating from a bag of chips, reading over his shoulder. Yeah, that's pretty good. But get a load of this.
I mean,
God,
isn't that what our podcast is sometimes?
Yeah, we come here every week and just do that. Pretty much. I do like he uses my favorite elemental power winch later on, but he's just like zapping Sanji, and he's like, "Don't you get it? Like, I'm using Germa 66's moves. I was saving them up until after you transformed. Like, literally all he wanted. He's like, I'd have beaten. If I'd beaten you to a pulp while you wore the suit, I could have proven something to Judge, that I am the superior scientist." And Sanji's like, "I don't care about your dumb rivalry." And he's like, Queen just keeps going on. Nobody asked. And he's like, "I played dumb about it earlier. But the truth is, I've already researched and tested all of Germa's science." Like, he's like obsessed. And I can recreate any move your brothers can do. And he's like, Sanji's like, "Would you stop?" Like, he's already said brother, family, father. Like, he said all these words that Sanji's like, "I'm going to murder you if you keep going."
Dude, fucking... Queen's dumping his trauma on Sanji, and Sanji's like, "Who are you?"
Queen is the dude when, like, you're watching a YouTube video and it's all happy, and then you go to the comments, and one of the comments is like, "Everyone in my family died and I have stage 4 AIDS. Like, this video saved me." And everyone's like, "Okay." Like,
dog, okay.
Like,
so, like,
my condolences, but whoa. Like, a little warning next time, brother. Like,
a couple years back, like, a friend had convinced me that, like, Reddit's not all bad because you can curate, like, what communities you're in and whatnot, this and that. So, and then, hold on. I ain't saying I go on r/Tucker Carlson or some shit.
Oh no.
Like, there's a subreddit called Japan Life, and no. I'm begging all of you to go there, because, like, it'll be people, like, having legitimate questions, like, "Oh, like, I'm getting fired for no reason. Like, how do I go about this in, like, a labor way? I'm literally looking at one right now. Chemical peels for acne scars in Tokyo." Like, just general stuff. And it's kind of calmed down recently, but, like, I swear to you, it used to be like 1 in 5. So I'm getting a divorce.
Oh my god.
I'm divorcing my Japanese wife. And it's like, oh, come on, dude. Like, I'm begging you, don't be a stereotype. But, you know, that's all I'm going to say on that.
I'm here to divorce my Japanese, Jesus. I can't even finish it. I can't even joke about it because I cringe thinking about it.
Dude, it gets so bad. And, like, you know, there's a lot of nuance that goes into it. But I promise you, more often than not, the people posting about divorce, either, like, when they got married, they were being gross weirdo fetishists, or, like, they're the reason the divorce is happening. Not all the time, but, like...
It's a pretty safe bet.
I've seen these people. God, wait. I was gonna say something about fucking... So, like... Queen being fucking weird about Judge, right? He's being complete wacko. And, like, you know, Queen seems to be about, like, being a mech, right?
Yeah.
And Judge seems to be about genetics, more like eugenics, am I right? We've made this joke. But that rivalry seems to be, like, what's, like, really... igniting a lot of this, and I'm so desperate to see Dr. Vegapunk, because, like, if these two are fucking freaks, either Dr. Vegapunk is the most normal, down-to-earth person who, like, devoid from the things he does with the world government, is normal, down-to-earth, or he's like 10 times the wacko. I don't know.
Yeah. I could see him going like what a two is. I could see him like being a part of the, because I think it's implied that like he worked with the revolutionaries in some capacity through
Vegapunk?
Yeah, he worked because he's the one who did that to Bartolomeo Kuma.
Oh, right.
Or Bartholomew. He's Bartholomew and Bartolomeo is our guy. But he's the one who did that to Kuma, and I guess Kuma was the one that asked him, like, oh, let me do this one final thing. And that was like his final act was like to watch the Sunny go for the 2 years or something like that.
Oh,
but
right.
I could see him being like kind of like working with the world government against his will, basically. Like kind of like a hopeless, like, oh, well, this like I have to work for them or they're gonna do something. Or, yeah,
and there's
like
also
that.
Sword too.
Yeah. Or I could see him being a nut job that just creates these like things of destruction, but he's the kind of scientist that like, oh my god, like this is so great, like this is new and awesome and sick, and it's like, whoa, dude, you just invented an atomic bomb like the size of a ballpoint pen. Like that's not cool.
yeah, I can see him very much being like Luffy but for science.
yeah
Still never thinking.
Yeah, still never thinking. Yeah, I'm interested to see because somebody in our Discord had brought it up, but I know they were in that science group Mads or whatever, and I would like to see a flashback at some.
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming when we get Vegapunk's introduction, we'll probably get a flashback to like them, because I doubt that Vegapunk is going to get to Wano and see Momonosuke with his failure fruit and see Sanji, who's like the son of Judge with like the Germa technology and like, you know, the whatever. Like,
right.
I don't think he's going to see. I don't think he's gonna be like see that and sort of think like oh, he's is bad, like bad news, like, or
Dude.
not bad news, but like I don't think he's gonna see that and be like, oh, like nothing to see here, I have no involvement. Like he's gonna be like, whoa, like what are you doing with my fruit? Why are you Judge's kid? Like just...
like there's gonna be a lot of splaining to do.
Yeah,
because they're so fucking, man.
Yeah, Vegapunk in general is I'm happy that the story very much seems like it's getting to a point where like his introduction and is going to be soon. Like we're going to actually meet him and get answers, which I'm happy about. But
yeah, there's a lot like connected to him. There's like way too much connected to him.
Yeah.
So, you know, it just takes a shred of patience, which I've run out of, but
which I've run out of. Oh man. But yeah, the fight continues, and like I said before, he's like, I can recreate any move you brothers do, and he's like, stop treating me like they're my family. And he uses my favorite elemental power. You remember Avatar, fire, water, earth, and winch? Yeah, this is my favorite. Yeah, the winch nomads, they got wiped out. He grabs him with the bionic arm, swings him, and like swings him all around the room, and you see like this shot is so cool. Like you see him like in a spinning circular motion. In the background you see him getting dragged, and then he appears in the foreground like getting busted through all the walls, Sanji. And he uses Winch Queen, which I like because Yonji was Winch Green. And
this one rhymes.
Yeah, it rhymes, and it makes me think that Queen is saying it in an uwu voice, which is funny to me.
we got a force femme queen. Oh,
yeah.
Maybe I should think before I speak. Sanji busts out of the winch, which is like, it's his hand, right?
Yeah, that's his hand. Like.
So,
because he even is like holding it, like my hand. Like,
yeah, no, he just fucking chopped this dude's hand off with his kick, and Sanji's like on the floor. He's huffing and puffing, gets up a bit, and is like, "I warned you not to say their names around me." He's fucking pissed, pissed. And
Queen is... Oh, so there's no such thing as freedom of speech anymore, huh?
I fucking love this joke so much.
I love and hate Queen so much.
Hey, bro, could you, like, not do that around me, you know? Also, I can't do anything now, huh?
Oh, they tried to take my freedom away. Sir, I'm literally asking you to, like, not do one thing around me. Like, I didn't even say at all, just around me.
You're doing things to me, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, so I can't fucking exist, huh? So
Yeah,
much for the tolerant left.
Oh, so I can't have a sense of self anymore. Ugh.
This is why you guys are totalitarian.
Can't exist on the primordial plane? Wow. Oh, God. Sanji does what we're all thinking.
He gives it to him.
Yeah, he gives it to him. He kicks him in the chest, and he's like, "Oh!" Like Flanchette Flare, right in the stomach, and it's so good. Sanji's like, "See, don't assume you'll always have the upper hand," and he's like, "There's no way the attack I landed on you earlier didn't do lasting damage. We've been fighting for a while. You're banged up too." And Queen is like, "Oh, like he's right, and I hate him."
Dude, it's great. Sanji, like, gives it back to him. Like, a lot of people on our Discord mentioned some disappointment that, like, a lot of things via, like, Sanji and his existential crisis were resolved a little too quick, a little too easy.
Yeah.
And I totally agree. But at least, like, the last thing we got of it was, like, his acceptance. Not necessarily acceptance, because, like, he still, like, feels, like, reluctant about it.
Yeah.
But this line, I've already accepted my fate. I'm not the same person you fought back under the dome. Like, to me, at least, it really harkens back to when Sanji had the can in his hand and he was, like, thinking about, like, Luffy, and it's like, what would my captain want? I could be his Angle or his Devil. Like, yeah, I was thinking of all that, like, as he was saying that. So, like, personally for me, this last little line, I was like, okay, but I totally agree that, like, and we'll talk about it in just a bit.
Yeah,
but
it's yeah, I don't know, because part of me hopes that, like, they're like, there's got to be more of a payoff to this than just, like, what happened, like, the previous couple chapters with him.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I'm hoping that there's going to be more sort of, I don't even want any more, like, action necessarily with it. Just more of, like, you know, Sanji's thoughts on it all. Sort of like, you know, not even clarification. Just like...
To put a cap on it.
Yeah, put a cap on it. I want to see Sanji, like, work through it. Either if he talks to Zoro about it or talking to somebody about it. But, like, I would like to see something like that.
But the unfortunate thing is, like, were it something else, I feel like that would happen. But because of One Piece and the scale of it, it requires a certain degree of, like, pacing through it. And because of that, like, you know, One Piece, the characters are fun, they're great, but they don't talk to each other, man.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't. The only hope I can have for this, for putting a cap on it, is, like we said earlier, the eventual meeting with Vegapunk. Because, like, the more I'm thinking about it, like, the Straw Hats all have to meet Vegapunk, because he's, like, vitally important to almost all of them.
Right, in some roundabout way.
Yeah.
All of them.
And, like, for Sanji, Chopper, and Frankie specifically, I feel like he's going to, like, his meeting them is going to be, like, vitally important to, you know, their characters going forward.
And, like, dude, fucking who knows too, because, like, I mean, everyone's heard of fucking Vegapunk, and so, like, Nami did her 2-year internship in fucking weather science land.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, Usopp, he's kind of the tech guy. Like, I don't know, there's a lot.
Yeah,
Vegapunk
he can help
when,
out, like, all of them. Yeah, honestly, Vegapunk when, like, that's Vegapunk when, that's like, That's it.
But like back to the chapter, Queen goes invisible, and Sanji's like legitimately shaken by it. He's just like, oh shit, man, fuck. Okay, they like stand off while Queen's invisible, and he says, "Then show me how different you really are. This next one's your special ability, Stealth Black." And Sanji kind of like brings it back. He like stays cool, and he's like, "Oh, you can copy that too," and he doesn't disappear. Like we're very clear in what the like look of turning invisible is, and he just very clearly jumps up.
Yeah.
The onomatopoeia is different even.
Yeah.
But the payoff is we get Invisible Queen doing the eyes bugging like, what?
Invisible Queen poggers. Like, what? Oh, God. Queen, like, half dinosaur, like, hybrid dinosaur form. I love it. I love everything about the design. Queen's design is, like, it's so funny to me. It's so good. And when Queen makes this face in hybrid mode, like, it's the funniest thing. Eyes bugging, mouth wide open, is
dude, what a good comedic villain.
Yeah.
Like, terrible human being, great comedic villain.
Yeah, terrible human being, funny guy, funniest shit I've ever seen. Like, so funny, dude.
Like, out here literally saying it about some fucking crazy despot.
Yeah. Oh God. That just reminds me of fuck, what's the this is so random. It was on Ludwig's stream. There's like a clip on YouTube if you guys search. It was like Ludwig is doing ban appeals and this guy got banned and he's like, I mean, he's just pogging in chat. Like, I don't see why. And then the final message is like, some so-and-so is based, and he's like, who is that? And then his mod like messaged him. He's like, oh, the last name of the Unabomber, this guy in my chat called the Unabomber based. Okay. He's like, I see now why he was banned. It's like,
dude, it's like
that's with Queen. Like, dude, Queen, terrible human being, terrible fucking person, pretty based.
Hassan was doing that too, or it was him, Pokey, some literal child, and his friend Austin. And Austin was like, see, dude, your bands, they're like completely baseless, absolutely baseless. And Hassan just turns at him and is like, you have no idea what you just fucking said. And Hassan's like, what do you mean? What's he reading? Like, cause like the guy's like referencing some like book or whatever. And like Hassan's like, dude, that's like the biggest Nazi book.
Oh my God.
And he was like, well, shit.
Yeah, well, okay. Oh my God, that's literally Queen. Like, but yeah, no, I getting back to what you said with the onomatopoeias, I like this because it still kind of shows to me, the way I read it, is that Sanji, he's saying he's accepted his fate, but like he's still going back and forth between. I mean, at the end of the chapter, we'll see he finally like decides to combine both of like everything he's learned, like his powers. But like we saw in the previous chapter, and they drew specific attention to it, that Sanji still is able to go invisible. Like he did the vanish like move, and so this one is him just using his original like, you know, high speed Geppo, like the airwalk.
Exactly. Now, it's him. It's always been him.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if that's because maybe like the vanishing thing is he hasn't gotten a hang of using it yet, which could
also
be
possible.
A thing.
Yeah.
But I do like that they're still sort of keeping it like with Sanji. They're sort of keeping it like, okay, like, you know, he's saying he's accepted it, but what we're being shown is two separate things. So we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, Queen even says like he doesn't have the suit on. He's just invisible from high speed movement. The moment he's visible again is the moment he's out of stamina. Stupid decision, boy. And then we see Choo, little tippy little rat. And she's like, we see what's all the way from the beginning, Osome. And she's like, oh, there you are, Chuji. You are all right. Hurry, over here. We don't know when they'll start fighting again. And you see Queen's invisible, chonky looking.
His fucking feet.
This is, like, Queen can only be described in this chapter by, like, what's that stupid meme where it's like, I showed you my dick, please respond.
It's that Vine. Oh, so no head, and then he like jumps and breaks like the skateboard.
That's literally Queen. Like if I had a barometer, or like which one's the one that barometer reads like earthquakes, right?
No, that's like atmospheric pressure, dude.
Oh, which one's the one that detects like nuclear bad stuff, like nuclear waste?
Geiger counter?
A Geiger counter. If you had a Geiger counter, but instead of nuclear, it was for like incel cringe, like it would be going nuts on Queen.
The cringium meter.
Yeah.
A being of pure cringe.
Yeah, it detects. It can detect what stage in its half-life cringium is.
He's pure yellow cake cringe, dude. We gotta fucking do something about it. Oh,
we gotta hurry.
So like,
Jesus.
Chuji's like in front of fucking invisible Queen, and Osame's just like, "Oh, get over here," and immediately he goes into this fucking giant incel tirade. He's like,
yeah.
Osome, so that hussy's on her feet again. How dare she turn down my patronage all those dozens of times? She even did it earlier today. With dear Komurasaki gone, you're my number one girl, Osome. They said you were off work due to a headache this morning, which made it very suspicious that you were walking around just fine. And she's just like sitting there like, oh, like, just happy to have her rat back. And it's like, was my divine punishment earlier not enough? We'll see how you like another one. Like, goddamn, dude. Like, here we get the confirmation that he was the one who fucking, like, bonked her.
Yeah, literally, Osome, I was nice to you. You owe me. Oh god. And he starts like running to Osome, like, or charging at it, like boom. And we get Sanji in the air, and he's just like, what did I gain? An exoskeleton, muscle, and speed, all of which increase strength. Add the color of armament hockey I've developed to the exoskeleton, and my legs are tougher, capable of supporting even hotter flames. And this is cool. We get so we got Zoro with the we have Zoro with the sort of the King of Hell, Enma, like you know, that's the sword, the blade he has. And then we have Ifrit, who's like another like demon like god.
Like, it's always been Diable Jambe, but like,
yeah,
Ifrit's like a big boy.
Yeah, Ifrit Jambe is like, oh my god, and faster acceleration, heavier weight, and he finally, like, you know, which I think is interesting, he's able to see Queen with his observation.
Seems to be the case, yeah.
Because he sees Queen, and he's like, there you are, like a mystery solved. And he's like, you did that, didn't you, Queen? You miserable piece of human scum. Collier Coop. And he bashes him upside the face, and she's like, oh, Master Queen. And like, she sees him become like she sees him apparate in front of her, so I hope that she realizes that like Sanji wasn't the one like
right
by now.
Right,
because Sanji said like, oh, she was looking at me like so weird, and he was invisible. He was just like, you know, like wrong place, wrong time. So like I'm hoping. I mean, I'm not saying like, oh, she owes Sanji an apology, but I hope we get something like, oh, like she finally realizes like it was Queen. But man, Sanji just going ham. But I don't even. I don't speak French, so I'm sorry to all my French speakers. Vasses, côté blast, paleron pound, jumu à beefsteak blitz, like all this
Tenderon, tenderizer,
yeah,
flanchette flyer, Q, crippler,
crippler,
proher, poker, jarret, now fly sicko.
Now fly sicko, bofa burst. And I love this because he hits Queen, and I'm assuming that's Queen's like body exploding or something. Because holy hell, like Sanji uppercuts King with like this kick, and Queen is just flying, like just gone.
Dude, a lot of the conversation now is like, is this it for Queen? Is this over? And
yeah.
I'm tempted to say, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm tempted to say, yeah, sure. Again, listeners, Franz, y'all know I'm a Sanji fanboy. So if we get a little more, I mean, I won't complain. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we know. We all know for fucking sure.
Yeah, we all know. But oh man, yeah, no, this was such a good chapter. Like we said, I mean, we can repeat it till the cows come home, but I am very interested to see what becomes of all of this with Sanji and the awakening of his new powers, because you could see it in this chapter too, like his eyebrows are facing the same direction as his brothers now.
Yeah.
Like his powers awakened and his eyebrows are, you know, there. And so it's just like, is that going to get resolved? Will that get changed back? I think the only person who would be able to do it again is Vegapunk, so we'll have to see, like...
How do we get his eyebrows fixed? That's the most important thing here.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. His character lasting depression and PTSD from his family? No. The eyebrows, change them back. But, yeah, no, I am interested to see, like, because we see him get, like, a... You know, combining both of these powers. I would like to see him just get like a base, like I would like to see him be able to master the invisibility thing.
It's been his dream, yeah.
Yeah. It's been his dream, and also I think like now especially it would be sort of a full circle moment for him, like with his new mindset about his family and stuff, like, and like the Straw Hats. You know, they're his new family now, but I think it would be pretty cool.
I would, yeah.
Sanji, good. I like Sanji. He's good.
Good to know that his newest power isn't influenced by transphobia.
Yeah, I like that his newest power is based on vigilante justice. He's No, I like that he's combining the two things. Well, I was going to bring up... Oh, his eyebrows. That's what I was going to bring. My brain was moving so fast. But they, I don't know, his eyebrows, I saw in the One Piece magazine, they, I guess, showed off Kaido, the official design Oda showed off for Kaido and Yamato's Devil Fruit.
Oh, huh.
And... I know Artor, let me search it up, because I know he posted a picture of it somewhere. And I just see this, and I'm just like, it looks so much like Yamato's fruit specifically looks like the little stem. It's got, I don't want to say it's a boring design, but it's like a pretty simple design compared to all the other fruits we've seen. But like, it's very, why can't I find it? What the heck is going on? Maybe he didn't post it? Yamato Devil Fruit. I know it was posted. I'm not crazy. Unless I am.
Unless you are. Time to check the One Piece wiki and get a bunch of crazy ads on fucking fandom.com.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I wish
shit.
there was an alternative.
Yeah. Oh no, it was. I believe it was reddit.com. Kaido and Yamato's Devil Fruit. Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking at Yamato's right now, and
Inu no Mi.
it looks like a persimmon. That's pretty
I
cute.
was just about to say, yeah, it looks like a persimmon. But the stem, I mean, we've seen it before, but that stem, I immediately was like, that's the Germa's like eyebrows. Like that's literally Sanji's eyebrow.
This is. I don't want to disagree with you. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I'm not even trying to make, because I feel like we've had that discussion before, like when Whole Cake Island was happening and we talked about the lineage factor. Like, well, we had theorized, like, well, shit, like, do their powers derive from the lineage factor of fruits? And, like, is maybe that why they're all messed up? But now we're getting to Lunarian lore, and, like, I'm pretty dead set on that theory. But it still is just weird, like, okay, they have, like, I mean, they have their powers, but then they also have, like, you know, hardened bodies and stuff like that. So I don't know, maybe it's part of some, like, maybe there's sort of like a weird amalgamation of, like, devil fruit powers or some shit. Like,
maybe, but, like,
yeah, it seems really far-fetched. I just remember seeing the stem, and the first thing I thought was, wow, that's Sanji's eyebrow. Like,
it's kind of fucking crazy to bring up, but, like, it seems that Oda's, like, actually kind of leaning into that, because I don't know, like, you know, fucking all of them have that spiral.
Yeah,
this is a lot to take in.
Like I said, it's all contingent on freaking Vegapunk, because when he comes in, he'll be able, like, there's going to be lore bombs when he comes in, and he's going to explain all of this. Like, everything about devil fruits is going to be explained. Like, I'll call it right now. Like, he's gonna explain, like, oh, like, yeah, the lineage factor, like, whatever. Oh yeah, Judge was looking into, like, the lineage factor, like, devil fruits, and, like, applying it, because Vegapunk is able to give devil fruit powers to inanimate objects.
Right.
So, I mean, you could make the argument that maybe he was against doing that for humans. Like, he knew how to do it, but he didn't want to, like, experiment on actual people, because he was like, yo, that's kind of messed up. And Judge was like, dog, no, it's not. Check out, like, sick robot kids.
Yeah, that's not, like, too far-fetched. I'm just kind of like, you've got me fucked up now. Like,
yeah.
There's just one that seems to be, like, not spiralized. The Bara no Mi buggies, because it looks like a pineapple. It doesn't have that stem. But, like, even still, like, all of the fruits have the spiral design. This is a lot for me to take in.
Yeah. The spiral design, it has to do with something, and I could not even, like, make up an answer, because I'm just sort of like, well, that's a mystery that I have no idea what that means.
Sign us out. I'll give you a half answer that I do not want to commit to, and we'll call it a crack theory. How about that?
All right. I'm bad at it. But yep, so that is going to wrap it up for us this week. Don't forget to follow us on all of our social media. We are at Paramecia Cast on Twitter, Paramecia Fancast everywhere else, Facebook, YouTube, anywhere we're on. Just search up Paramecia Fancast and we're there. The episodes get uploaded to our hosting site, parameciafancast.libsyn.com, and as soon as they're uploaded there, they're sent to every single podcatcher in existence. You can listen to us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, any podcatcher you use. I saw some people on our Twitter. Thank you guys again. I saw some people posting that we made their Spotify their Spotify end of the year top listened to podcasts, and I was like, that's real cool.
Oh damn, that's really
that's just some real awesome stuff. I mean, thank you guys all
us. They really
for the
like
support.
us.
Yeah. I think it's really cool. But yeah, you can listen to us on any podcatcher or any sort of streaming service you use that gets podcasts. We are back next week. Damn, Oda's on a roll.
A bit,
There's a new chapter next week. So we'll be back next week with 1035 with a brand new chapter. And oh my goodness, like, this man is nuts. I mean, it's towards the end of the year. We're going to get like a...
Yeah.
We'll probably get like the last couple weeks. Like,
I think he'd try to avoid the...
Yeah.
I'm gonna 2-3 weeks Node One Piece.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it. I'm thinking we're getting a chapter next week, and then I think the next 2 weeks we're not gonna get one. I think that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're gonna get a 2-week hiatus, and we'll get the Christmas, and then like what'll be like the week? Well,
no. We'd get
because Christmas and New Year's, so we'll get another chapter and then a 2-week thing.
Right. We'd get we get one next week. We get a break and then maybe another chapter. It depends. This year, the 27th is a little too close to New Year. The 26th.
Yeah.
It's like really hard to tell. We might get another chapter and then the New Year break.
Hell yeah. But that's some good stuff. But yeah, that'll do it for us. I mean, we'll be back next week with 1035. We'll play it by ear. You'll probably get like a break week episode at some point, and one of those break weeks will be like a sort of end of the year sort of fun times thing.
Exactly.
But that'll be cool. I'm so interested in this half-baked theory that's probably gonna blow my mind.
Lineage factor is DNA. DNA is a double helix. When you encode DNA, you take away, you undo the helix. What do you have? One strand. But it's like only one strand, so it's one half of a spiral because the helix spirals. There you go.
There it is. Oh God. See, I was not ready to go into my whole like fucking the DNA, the people like devil fruits come from the different races, and it would have got off the rails real fast. So I like I like yours infinitely better.
Hey, devil fruits come.